All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is Nagy on Sports. Phil Nagy here, folks. It is 2021. The Browns still tasting the sting of that brutal overtime Super Bowl loss to the Buccaneers. The good news is that Tom Brady has retired. So Super Bowl or bust this season for Kevin Stefanski and the Browns. Again, this is Phil Nagy, Nagy on Sports. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to all of my subscribers. And just a couple of things here while we watch the intro. We won't watch the full intro every week, but first game of 2021 here. It is Monday Night Football in Cincinnati, Ohio. You will not hear from either Brandon or Charles, just from me again today. So a couple of the big changes. Obviously, there's a bunch of new rookies excuse me, in the game. Again, we used Nick C or Nick B or whatever. He was the most downloaded of the rookie classes, and he's got like a 20, a 21, a 22, a 23, so there won't be any overlaps. A couple of free agents. Browns we've already highlighted. I'll go over the Bengals pickups that they had. Their biggest starter that is a free agent is Randy Gregory, the much maligned pass rusher out of Nebraska. Spent some time on and off, of course, in Dallas, and then clearly a free agent, and is the new replacement for Carlos Dunlap, who left in free agency, and the Browns signed, of course, to a very team-friendly $3 million one-year deal. There's Joe Burrow, now in his second season. Tyler Boyd, if you're curious, does now have a higher rating than A.J. Green, as A.J. Green, in his, 12th year or something, has started to regress just a little bit. So there's Kevin Stefanski there on the right side. The biggest change that you'll see from last year, obviously we're going to be in franchise mode all season, which is awesome, and so much of the hard leg work will be out of it from my perspective. But the biggest thing that you will see, here we go, into the game, not going to touch it again till it ends. The biggest thing that you'll see from the season this year is that after some research about different playbooks, we have actually moved on from Minnesota's playbook. And actually, after sampling quite a few different choices, we opted to go with San Francisco. So we're going to be using San Francisco's offensive playbook. Kyle Shanahan, of course, sort of the godfather, at least in the current NFL, of the outside zone run scheme. And certainly more double tight end formations, 3 tight end formations, use of the fullback, if you think about the way they use check. So after we went through a bunch of different ones, Seattle, Denver, a couple other ones that we thought were going to have some things for us, we're going to be using San Francisco's playbook again on offense. So Burrow quickly to the right side, and A.J. Green is going to be ripped down right away there. Denzel Ward with his first TFL of the season there on the right side. Welcome, kid. Welcome, Demarion. Glad you guys made it. Welcome to 2021 here on Nagy on Sports. So nice little play there quickly by Denzel Ward to get out to the side here on Monday night, Paul Brown Stadium. Burrow now out of the shotgun. He's got Mixon on his left hip. Mixon is up to a 90. He is progressing well. He's a good football player. And there's Carl Joseph. Cadillac Carl meets him in the hole, and now Mixon is hurt. Oh, boy. This isn't good. Now an injury for Joe Mixon. Again, injuries will be part of the sim this year because we will be in franchise mode the whole time. Uh-oh, and they are walking to the locker room with Mixon. That is not good for Cincinnati, again, because he could be out for a decent amount of the year if that's a serious injury. Remember, the Bengals actually played. They were the other wild card team, lost to the Colts in the playoffs last year, so they were probably a year or two ahead of schedule as well. To the right side, but I think he was out of bounds. He was. Boston Scott, he is the second running back, and we're going to see a lot of number 29 here, I'm guessing, depending on how the severity of Joe Mixon's injury is. There's Zach Taylor pleading with his receivers to get open, I think. So, all right, out to punt, Dustin Colquitt. The journeyman in his 16th season in the NFL left foots it away down to Donovan Peoples-Jones, who will be doing the kicking and the punt. Whoa, nice little move there by Peoples-Jones. Second knives move up to the 29, call it the 30 for DPJ, who really came on strong at the end of last season. So there he is, Baker Mayfield. Those are what his ratings made it up to after last year's season sim. Let's see, he is primed to lead this offense again. It's got to be Super Bowl or bust. You can't lose in the Super Bowl and then expect to go backwards. It's got to be Super Bowl or bust for the Browns here this season. We're going to bring it to you. So out of the shotgun again. Again, that's Nick Chubb now next to him. Baker with time, back to pass, going to go to Hooper across the middle on a little drag route. He's going to get up and he's going to get tackled by Trey Waynes at the 36 there, Baker Mayfield. So again, if you're just joining us, we have switched to the playbook. We are going to be using San Francisco's offensive playbook, which has more zone run in it. And more use of multiple tight ends and fullback formations, which I think Stefanski will probably do more so than the playbook. So there's Wyatt Davis, brand new right guard, huge pickup for us. Super stoked that he fell to 24 when we took him in the first round. So he's going to be a great player to watch develop over the course of years. 3rd and 1, bunch formation left side, Chubb in the backfield. 5-step drop for Baker. He's got time. He's going to zip it nicely over there as Beckham makes one man miss, and he's going to get tackled down to the 47, called the 49-yard line. First down, Browns. Welcome, Browns. Brown smash. Let's go, Brownies, indeed. There's Jesse Bates, the 3rd on the tackle. So nice little easy pitch and catch there. Also, the other big significant change that has happened after some talking with my GM and sort of processing out the reality of the situation. One of the biggest issues, if you watched our sims last year, is that Baker would just hold on to the ball forever and ever and ever. So especially with this more analytics-driven team around him, we made the decision to actually change. Oh, sacked right off the inside, and there's the aforementioned Randy Gregory, free agent right defensive end. He did not bite on that play action and got right around Jedrick Wills to sack Baker Mayfield. So that one was not an instance of what we were talking about. But Baker took way too many sacks, holding the ball way too long. So we actually did go in and change his QB statistics or attributes or whatever, and made him a throw the ball away. He now has that in his arsenal. He will throw the ball away, which I think a year after Van Pelt and Stefanski in the analytics of it saying, hey, stop taking big losses, live to play another down. It's across the middle. It's Landry from the right side. He gets all of it back, plus the first down into Bengal territory. Jarvis Landry, first down, Browns. Jarvis Landry, captain on this team, emotional leader, spiritual leader. And as you can see by the star underneath him, had such a good sim season last year, actually is a superstar now. Not an X Factor, but a superstar. So a huge group of weapons here, continuing to grow and get better for Baker Mayfield. One of the other great parts about having franchise mode to sim from is the ability to do some. There's Rashard Higgins with his new deal. He is back in his prime to be the 3rd receiver on this football team again. He gets 9 there on first down. Being able to sim in franchise mode gives us a couple other. He's going to go right side on the RPO. It's DPJ. No, Bateman, I mean. There's our other first-round pick, Rashad Bateman, for a big first down, and he was just way too much. He was just way too talented for us to pass on in the first round. Not really a position of need for us. Look at that RPO. He was 75% of the way through the handoff and then turned around and ripped it to the right side to Rashad Bateman. So, as I've been trying to say before they keep having big plays, is we have the ability to do formation subs now. So it won't just be Hunt every time out of the shotgun, and it won't just be the top 2 receivers every time. We tried to mix it up, getting Njoku in there a couple more times where Hooper would have been, etc. Across the middle to Landry. Can't break the tackle. He's going to go down at the 11 there. Jesse Bates, free safety on the tackle. Thought maybe Bateman. Here's the defensive line. Of course, Geno Atkins still haunts my nightmares. DJ Reader there in the middle. Jermaine Pratt, Alec Ogletree coming over from the Rams, and then Nick Vigil. There's Von Bell, Jesse Bates in the middle with Mackenzie Alexander and William Jackson on the outside. And, of course, Trey Waynes is the 3rd cornerback. 2nd and 9 here. Baker out of the backfield. He's got time. Zips it left side. Call it, touchdown! OBJ! And he's going to do the Chief Slam! Touchdown, Browns! Touchdown, Browns! Easy, too easy, right down the field there. Just perfectly in scheme. I don't even think they handed the ball off once. I think they ran play action once on the sack, but I don't think they handed the ball off once. Just too easy. Yes, Brown smash, I agree. Geno could be in a nursing home by 2021. But he is in it again. He has regressed, so he's actually not the highest rated D tackle anymore. I think DJ Reader's an 84, and Geno's down to an 83. So Again, kind of that regression of players, which is part of the reason that we got Carlos Dunlap, and why you'll see on our defense that Dunlap doesn't start the whole time. He shares that time with our rookie Tyreke Smith out of Ohio State, because Dunlap is actually down to like a 76 now as he has started his Madden regression. So, but we felt like for the value of the pick and the stability, they needed it. So Cyber kicks the ball away early, 7-0 Browns lead, 8:46 to go. Here is Darius Phillips. He's that fifth cornerback / kick returner. He's going to be ripped down by Mac Wilson right there, playing some special teams there. Mac Wilson. Just look at Tyler Boyd again. If you missed it before the broadcast, Tyler Boyd has progressed enough and AJ Green has regressed enough that Tyler Boyd is actually the #1 receiver, I believe, with like an 86 rating, and AJ Green's down to like an 85 or an 84 or something like that. I don't have it memorized off the top of my head. So Burrow out of the shotgun again. Boston Scott in the game. He's got it right up the middle. He's going to be ripped down there. Number 20, that's Paulson Adebo. That's the third and final of our first round picks. Cornerback out of Stanford. You'll see him in 3 and 4 cornerback situations along with Kevin Johnson. There's a zip out to the left side. AJ Green, and Carl Joseph is very quick to read that play there. 3rd down and 4 upcoming. They'll call it a run, but great play there by Cadillac Carl, who really thrived in this Joe Woods defense last year, hoping to continue that trend again this year. Read that play beautifully, did Carl Joseph. So big 3rd down here for Joe Burrow. He's got 5 people out in the pattern. All by himself. Let's get some pressure on him. Come on, Miles. Come on. This goes left side. It's caught. It is Boston Scott out of the backfield again. The running back in the game now for Joe Mixon, who we have not necessarily seen his injury yet. But left side right in front of Greedy Williams. Greedy was right on top of the receiver there. Just a split second late to knock that football out. Nice camera work there. Look at that hand on the ball. Great catch by Boston Scott there out of the backfield. First down for the Bengals. Joe Burrow back under center. He's got tight wings on either side. Going to stretch to the left side to Boston Scott. Stretched way out. Mac Wilson rips him down. They're going to call it a gain of 1. But great lateral running there from Mac Wilson. Here is the Bengals. There's Tyler Linderbaum, center out of Iowa. He was their first draft pick. Again, which isn't until the 2nd round, but he was their first pick. And there's the rest, again, Boston Scott and Joe Mixon, the running backs. But Mixon is injured, and we have not seen what has happened to him yet. Up the middle again, and immediately ripped down. There's number 97, Malik Jackson, right there. The other of our free agent pickups, Malik Jackson, came over. He's been at several places. Good pass rushing defensive tackle, so he'll be in on a lot of pass rushing formations. And also there's Jacob Phillips now, 2nd-year player out of LSU, and he really progressed, folks. He started the season at like a 68 rating. He ended the season at an 82. So the sim loved Jacob Phillips, and he has really turned into a rock in the middle of that defense. Deep right side, tipped and almost picked off. Denzel Ward. He was right in front of the receiver there. Looked like he was with Boyd. We'll find out here on the replay. I missed the number. Yep, it is Boyd there. And almost picked off. Kind of underthrown there. Or overthrown, I guess. It was a little bit too far in front of Tyler Boyd. So really Denzel Ward was the only guy who had the option of catching it. So Browns force another Colquitt punt here. 5:28 and counting in the first quarter. Peoples-Jones lets it go over his head and into the end zone. Browns will get the football at the 20-yard line here again on our Nagy on Sports Sim. One of my favorite parts about being in franchise mode, of course, is that all the other things are happening too. So you're seeing the scores and the stats scroll across the bottom, which is a lot of fun. We won't have to guess at how the other teams are doing. We're going to know. Obviously, our opponents will all have records when we play them. There's Chubb right up the middle, and he's going to be ripped down right away by, guess who? Geno Atkins. We go again. This time it's Hunt, right side on the inside zone. He makes one man miss. He's got a first down up to the 33-yard line. Kareem Hunt. One of the other things I try to do, I spend a lot of time researching some different gameplay slider combinations to try to make things a little bit more realistic. So, turning up interceptions, turning up run blocking and obviously anything that I did for player, I did for CPU. So it's straight upgrades across the board from both teams, but just trying to make things a little bit more realistic in terms of the running game, pass protection, tackling, and things like that. So if you're curious which ones those are, I'll link to the various articles that I stole from. All the way down to 1 second before he turns around and gives it to Chubb. Left side, breaks a tackle, and then knocked down and then knocked forward again. Nick Chubb, nice play there. Pinballing his way for 4 yards. Again, middle linebacker Alec Ogletree, new player here on this Bengal defense, finally makes the tackle. Left side, outside zone scheme. He's got the first down and more. Nick Chubb, just the way that it's supposed to work here in this Kevin Stefanski outside zone offense. Finally, I feel like we were getting one a game maybe, but look at that great playing there, and Janovic just bowling people. Look at Hooper trying to find somebody to block out there. Great block by Beckham. Great first down run here for the Browns. Love to see it. All right, here's this bunch formation. Left Chubb, single back in the backfield. Turn around, they're going to give it to Chubb. He's up the middle. He's going to drag Bates close to the first down before Von Bell comes and finishes him off, and then Von Bell actually hurts himself tackling Nick Chubb. I mean, Nick Chubb is a strong and powerful man, and Von Bell hurts himself. Look at Von Bell over on the sideline, frustrated with that injury. We'll see if he comes back. Still haven't seen anything from Joe Mixon. Out of the shotgun with tight, and you can see Nick Chubb in the game. So we formation sub Chubb into a couple of the shotgun formation just so it wasn't always Hunt. There's a nice play to the left side. It's Bateman again for a first down. Again, Rashad Bateman, a very, very talented receiver out of the University of Minnesota. And again, we just could not pass on him in the first round. He was there. He didn't necessarily fit in. There's Beckham on the right side. Actually, kind of an odd decision to run out of bounds, but he runs out of bounds after 2 yards. But Bateman was a player. And again, not that we'll go 3, 4, 5 years into the future with this sim, but if we were, both he and Donovan Peoples-Jones will give the future Browns a lot of flexibility when Jarvis and Beckham's deals come up in the next 3 or 4 years for both of them. They'll certainly have some options if DPJ and Bateman have established themselves as a new 1 and 2. There's Chubb out of the backfield. Check down. He's only going to get 3, so the Bengals defense does hold here. Though we are in Seibert range here from a 48-yard field goal. That's Jermaine Pratt, the linebacker, as it was just well covered down the field. Baker checked it down safely to Chubb, who again will be in some of the time on shotgun formations just so he can get some of those inside zone runs from the shotgun. So here's the 48-yarder. Seibert's kick is up. Seibert's kick short. Must be windy. What happened there? That was odd. Missed kick there from Seibert. Hold from Keenum looked pretty good. Blocking was fine. Just not really sure what happened to the football. Just short, or maybe even right. Looks like maybe it was wide right. So 48-yard field goal, first of the year for Seibert, and is no good, meaning the Bengals will take over here on the last play of the first quarter at their 38-yard line. So good position here for Joey Football, and he hands the ball right up the middle. It is still Boston Scott. That's the end of the first quarter here. Browns, the new look Browns here in 2021 on Monday night, have a 7-0 lead over the Cincinnati Bengals. Again, thanks so much for joining us. Nagy on Sports. I'm going to do all of the games live stream this year because it saves me a lot of time downloading and editing and then uploading. So if you're jumping or looking to jump on, and just make sure you have your settings set so that you get pinged when we go live, because it won't be at the same time, certainly on the same days. But we're going to get through 2021 here and see what happens. And then we'll reassess at the end of the season. There's Boston Scott again up the middle, makes Jacob Phillips miss before Carl Joseph rips him to the ground. Cadillac Carl with another big hit. That's what he is certainly best known for here. Out of the shotgun, Burrow with time, left side, right in front of the diving defender. He's got the first down. C.J. Uzomah, the big tight end there. You can saw it looked like maybe Denzel Ward tried to knock that football away and just kind of whiffed on it, and then therefore had a little extra space for Uzomah to get around the left side for a first down. Here's the stretch play to the right. Scott's got all kinds of room, comes back to the middle for some reason, and now he's hurt. 2 Bengal running backs are hurt. And Mack Wilson just ruined him. I don't know why he juked back into the middle of the field, and he is on the side. I don't even know who the third running back is. some undrafted rookie free agent. He might not even be a real player. He could be some fake guy. I don't know. We'll find out. Maybe Mixon will come back. They're going to give it to him. Number 33, whoever you are, up the middle. Oh, it's Rodney Anderson. That's who it is. Rodney Anderson. Played his college football, I believe, at Oklahoma. That sounds right to me. Turn around and give it to Anderson again. He's going to have the first down before 57 knocks him down. That's Dijmon Colbert. And Colbert is an undrafted rookie free agent out of Iowa. Our second-round pick, Hamilcar Rashad from Oregon State, actually hurt himself in the preseason. And so he would normally be our third starting linebacker outside of Wilson and Phillips. But he got hurt. He'll be back next week, actually. So we picked up Dijmon Colbert, undrafted rookie free agent from Iowa, and he played pretty well in the preseason, actually, so he's going to stick around and keep on this roster once Rashad comes back, but he will probably not be starting anymore. So there's another place. So right away, Rodney Anderson getting some love pretty quickly. They're going to run him again right up the middle. He's going to be ripped down by Jacob Phillips, perilously close to a first down, called a 3rd and 1 there. Sending a receiver in motion. That's A.J. Green. They're going to fake to Green and then give it to Anderson. I think he's got enough. Myles Garrett got him, but I'm pretty sure, yep, he's going to fall forward just enough for the first down. There is Anderson. So the Bengals driving here again after getting really good field position off of the missed Seibert field goal. There's a Debo right there, number 20. Coming around to help make the tackle. Also, we saw 94, Tyreke Smith, second-round pick out of Ohio State. Our future bookend pass rusher again after not re-signing Vernon. There he is right there! Bang! Carlos Dunlap, welcome back to Cincinnati. Again, our one of our 2 free agent pickups in the offseason. Carlos Dunlap, look at this. Did not bite on it. Beat Jonah Williams around the left side of that Bengal line. And look at him just welcome back to Cincinnati. Bang! Carlos Dunlap. So already the free agent pickups for both teams on the edges. Again, Gregory to replace Dunlap and Dunlap to replace Vernon. Making some impact plays there. Yes, what a hit. Brown smash. Love it. 2nd and 18 now. Burrow alone in the shotgun. Come on, let's get some pass rush on him. Miles does get it. It's picked! It's picked by Grady Williams. He's at the 20, the 30, to the 40. I don't think anybody's going to catch him. 45, 30, 25, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown Browns! Grady Williams on a pick 6. 81 yards. Woo! Greedy Williams, what a play, just jumping the route in front of Anderson. They took it all the way to the house. Nobody's going to catch it this time. Again, some of us are still pissed that Lamar Jackson chased down Denzel Ward in that AFC Conference Champion or Division Championship game. Ultimately, it didn't matter. Look at Greedy Williams. Look at that one hand. He caught that with one hand and then brought the right hand over, and a big pick 6 for Greedy Williams. That's right, Kishin. Greedy kitten, greedy. Love it. Huge play for the Browns after the Bengals had been driving. Great little momentum stopper and saying, you can get close, but then, nope, we're going to shut the door on you. Again, I do feel bad for the Bengals. Their first 2 running backs, both out of the game there. You can see this scrolling at the bottom. Sounds good. We'll see you, Brown Smash. Watch the rest of it. It'll be uploaded after the game is over. So, thanks for watching, brother. So Rodney Anderson back out on the field. Such a dynamic rusher, but 2 of those 4 carries were for first downs. A little bit of a shift there. Interesting. Kevin, what is happening with this defensive line? Weird formation. Go right side with, it actually looks like that is the fullback, Trey Madden, who is the fullback on this team out of USC. Love it, Kitchen, agreed. Big left side is tipped. It's almost picked off. Look at Mack Wilson getting up there. Really good coverage from Mack Wilson there. Come on, Miles. He's across the middle. He's tackled, but I think he's first down. Is that Dotson? I think that might be Josh Dotson. It is. Again, high draft pick for the Redskins. I think it was the Redskins. And he just never really developed, so he's kind of been a journeyman free agent the last couple of years. Now here, the third or fourth running receiver in Cincinnati, and he's going to be just short of the first down as he was ripped down there. So Colquitt will be out for his third punt of the football game here, 7:45 and counting, as he left foots it into the Cincinnati air. DPJ right up the middle. He's going to get taken down at the 26. Not a lot of blocking there for DPJ. So Baker and the boys back out on the field after finding themselves up another 7 points after that pick six from Greedy Williams. Again, that's nice. There's Nick Chubb right there. I'd like to try to get him going a little bit here, if possible. We haven't really had to, but we haven't really been running the ball. Jarvis in motion. Now they are going to hand the ball off to Chubb. He's got the middle. He's up the middle. He's got near the first down there. He's going to be ripped down. Von Bell back in the game along with Trey Waynes. 7th carry of the game for Nick Chubb. Now 41 yards. That's certainly more like it from him. All kinds of bodies over the left side. They can play action. He's going to be blitzed from the left side. Jesse Bates, the safety, got him. No respect for the play action there, and both of the sacks now for the Bengals have been big blitzes against a play action, which is tough to defend. Baker had barely turned around before Bates was right in his face. Kishan asking if Odell and Jarvis will be here in 2021. I certainly don't see any reason why they wouldn't be. Obviously, it depends on what the season looks like. There's Beckham across the middle for the first down. I have no reason to think that they wouldn't be unless something happens, a major injury or. I don't know. I can't even imagine a reason that you would trade either of those guys. But obviously, I don't know. I would assume that they're going to be here until their contracts expire, and then they'll make decisions on them. Nice play there on that first down. Baker this season 10 for 10. Can't get much more efficient than that. Left side, there it is on the zone. Oh, nobody there for about 15 yards before Nick Chubb. Now he's hit pretty hard out of bounds by Von Bell, but a big run there. Call it a gain of 17 for Nick Chubb to that left side. This beautiful zone scheme. Again, this is why we switched to the San Francisco playbook in the offseason, was to get more outside zone runs. And you saw another really, really well done one there. 1st and 10 into Cincinnati territory. 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Baker with plenty of time. He's going to fire deep over the middle. He's got Rashard Higgins down to the 25. Call it the 24. Look at that. 11 for 111 and 1 touchdown. A lot of ones up on that screen there for Baker Mayfield. Look at that. Nice play. Had great protection. Again, can't tell you how excited we were that Wyatt Davis, the best guard in the draft, fell to us at 24. We had 2 guards with first-round grades, he and Trey Smith, and both of them went to us. Actually, the Ravens took Trey Smith pretty quickly right after we took Wyatt Davis. So we were super pumped, and he is up. There's a little false start by Conklin on the right side, but you can see how important it has been already. You can see how much better Wyatt Davis has been. Again, we traded Wyatt Taylor, actually got more draft picks from him. So that's part of the reason we have some of the depth that we have now, especially in the defensive backfield, which you might see later. There's Chubb again. He's got another man miss in the hole, and he gets a nice gain there. Call it about 9 yards for Nick Chubb, his 2nd and 6. I agree, Brown's offensive line looking dominant. Now it's Hunt up the middle. He's got the first down and more. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. Kareem Hunt. So the changing of the pace is so important between Chubb and Hunt. I think Chubb's rating is a 93 and Hunt's is a 90. I mean, come on, 2 running backs rated 90 or higher. That's just cheating. The Browns have so much offensive talent, which is good because they've got a really tough schedule coming up this season. Turn around, give it to Randy Gregory, who was right in the backfield there with Chubb. They lose 2 yards. 2nd and goal from the 10. He got right around. Conklin just kind of missed that assignment, I think. Or had the assignment to go inside and was the wrong assignment. Offset eye. Janovic in the game. They're going to turn around and give it to Hunt, who's in the game now, and he's right up the middle. He breaks a tackle. Hunt down to the 1, called the 2. Kareem Hunt refusing to go down. Huge 3rd and goal. I think this thing's going to get to the 2-minute warning, and it is. Give Stefanski a little bit more time to think about which play he would like, which call he would like to make here. So they go to the goal line formation. All 3 tight ends in the game. Hooper, Bryant, Njoku. Janovic in the game as well. They're going to give it to Janovic, and he's going to not get it. He gets 1 yard, and then the Bengals call timeout. Will the Browns go for it here on 4th and 1? 4th and goal from the 1. Will they go for it? They're going to kick the field goal. So the very safe 17-yard field goal here. And it is good from Seibert. So take the points. Again, you're going to get the kick in the second half. 4, though, in 2 timeouts for Joe Burrow. We'll see if they can get something going in their 2-minute offense. I would have liked to have seen them go for it, but we have seen that they struggle inside the 5-yard line with play calling. They're much more adept at scoring from like the 10 and the 12 than they are in the 1 and the 2. So 154, 25-yard line now after the touchback for Joe Burrow. Pride of Athens, Ohio, of course. Fun fact, I'm actually headed to Athens tonight for a day or two. Going to have a little stay in Ohio-cation, drink some Jackie O's. Back to pass now, left side. He's got his man. It's Anderson out of the backfield, and he's going to be ripped down by Greedy Williams and Mac Wilson. They are going no huddle. There's that tight bunch formation. Burrow left side again. He's got his man. He steps out of bounds. That was Tyler Boyd on the catch. They're up to the 31. 3rd and 4 upcoming again. Clock did stop. Let's get some pressure. Come on, Miles. As you can see, he got his superstar X Factor back on the offseason after a good season in the sim, which is great, after being nerfed for his suspension by the Madden gods at the end of 2019. 1st and 10, Burrow goes back across his body, short pass. It's Anderson out of the backfield. He's going to be ripped down, no timeout. Nope, now they are going to call timeout. Exactly 1 minute to go here. Bengals did get the first down, so they're driving now near midfield. But he's a lot of little check downs so far, hasn't pushed the ball down the field, which I think is totally fine with the Browns. Another check down to the right, it's A.J. Green. He rolls out of bounds at the 47. Call it a first down. But he did get out of bounds, so now they're up to the 47. 56 seconds. Burrow out of the shotgun. He's got time. Push the middle. Come on, Larry. Now it goes quickly again, and he's tackled right away there. That's Paulson Adebo. Back to pass again. Burrow's got lots of time. He's going to go down. Got him. Larry Ogunjobi. 26 seconds. They'll call their last timeout. Larry Ogunjobi, again, our biggest offseason re-signing. Gave him a nice 3-year deal. Good signing bonus. Paid him definitely what he was worth. And he is back anchoring the middle of that defensive line now. Left side, it's knocked away there. Great play by the rookie Paulson Adebo. Right over the top of Josh Dotson. He just rips the ball out of his hands. Great play there. Good job. They look at Adebo just knocking that ball out of the way there. Josh Dotson, again, that talented receiver from, where was he from? TCU? Where did Josh Dotson go to college? I'm totally blanking out. I keep getting him and Laquan Treadwell mixed up because they were both like, oh, super great receivers in the first round, and they kind of both sucked. Which doesn't really say anything because I think that was the same year the Browns took Corey Coleman in that same draft, who also sucked. All right, 27-yard line. I assume we'll just take a knee. Got that 13 personnel in the game now. 3 tight ends. They do like to run play action out of this. We'll see what they do. I would guess they'll just hand the ball off. They are going to give the ball to Chubb up the middle. He's got the first down. Oh, I thought he was going to keep it. They are going to call timeout. He got enough yards that the Browns do call timeout there. Yes, agreed. Adebo is really showing up for his first NFL game so far. I think they got close enough. They're just going to try the Hail Mary now. Got up to the 43. Baker can check it from here, but he's deep across the middle. It's caught! No, dropped. I thought he had it. I think it was Bateman. Really high up and just had the ball. And then it looked like Landry almost got picked it up off the turf. So now 2 seconds left. Looks like they're going to be content just to finish the half there. Nick Chubb, left side. Tackled there by, whoa, that looked like a face mask, but they're not going to call it. So we're to halftime. Again, because we are in franchise mode now. Thank you, Jack. I appreciate it. Yes, TCU for Dotson, and Treadwell was like Ole Miss, I think. But yes, other first-round bust receivers. So there are the halftime stats. Just because we have fans of other teams that are watching as we recreate reality, we will let the halftime reports go, at least for a while, especially on the Monday night game, because we can see all the other finals from the weekend. So the Justin Fields era and Denver started with a loss. You can see there top right, 14-24. There he is, highlighted now. The Big Ben, he has retired. He's done. Trevor Lawrence is the quarterback of the Steelers, and you can see they got drilled by the Ravens 38-10. So there's going to be some growing pains in Pittsburgh, but again, you have freaking Trevor Lawrence. Where are the Patriots with Pat Mahomes as their quarterback? They had a big win there, bottom left side. 38-22 over Ryan Tannehill and the Titans. As you can see, they're highlighting the Saints beating the Falcons. Jameis Winston still the established quarterback there in New Orleans after Drew Brees has retired. And again, Teddy had already left and moved on to Carolina. So there's a good look at the pick six there from Greedy Williams. The Browns lead 17-0. They're going to get the kickoff here in just a moment. Again, the first of the two, the Monday night doubleheader in week one. Ball kicked away into the night by Greg the Leg Zuerlein, who is the kicker for the Bengals now. Fun fact. DPJ right up the middle. He's going to get to the 28. Browns come back out. There you can see Trevor Lawrence. The stats went away. Looked like he was not great. So yes, a lot of Nick Chubb highlights from the first half. He had a great first half with some really good runs. Let's get him over 100. Get him well on his way. He is in the zone now too, which is awesome. Turn around and give it to him. He follows Janovic up the hole. He makes one man miss, and then he bowls over a second, breaks a third tackle, and it goes all the way down to the 43. He is up to 99 yards now, including 7 yards average after contact. Great playing there. That's what Nick Chubb is all about. Huge blocking. Look at Janovic fill open that hole, and then they go right away. Looked like it was that A gap just to the left of Treader. Brilliantly opened hole there for the Browns. Nice run. Joe Burrow wondering if he's going to get a chance again, or if the Browns are just going to salt this thing away for the whole second half. Out of the shotgun, Hunt into the game now. Going to bring Jarvis in motion. Bring him tight to the right side. Baker out of the shotgun. He's going to fire left side. It's tipped. It's knocked down by Trey Waynes. Almost intercepted, actually. Ill-advised. I think he had other guys who were more open. But it falls harmlessly to the turf. Turn around, give the ball to Nick Chubb. That works for me. Breaks the tackle of Gregory. He gets 3 defenders right there in the middle at midfield to take him to the ground. That's over 100 yards now on his 14th carry for one Nicholas Chubb. Offset eye left. They're going to go play action. Chubb, watch out! Ball's out! Picked up by Chubb. They're going to only lose 2 yards, but a second sack for Randy Gregory. He has just been blitzing those edges hard on these play action plays and not biting it. Look at that. It looked like maybe Janovic was supposed to come over and help out, but he actually released out in the pattern. And Randy Gregory just knocks down Baker Mayfield. Again, look at him, just barely, literally coming out, and the ball comes out. Luckily, Johnny on the spot there was Nick Chubb to pick up the football and get it back, but it is still 4th and 4, so we're going to see the Scottish Hammer for the first time in 2022. Jamie Gillen left foots the ball deep into the corner of the end zone. It goes out at the 10. Nice job there, Jamie Gillen. Coffin corner to the 10-yard line there on that right side here at Paul Brown Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. So Joe Burrow back out, down 17. He had a pretty good rookie season last year. Again, the Bengals went 10-6 as well, did the Browns. and they were the second wild card team. They owned the tiebreaker with the Browns. So they played the Colts. The Browns played the Dolphins, if you remember, in that wild card round. And the Browns just whooped the Dolphins, which helped them gain some momentum, which took them all the way to the Super Bowl. And it took a 99-yard drive from Tom Brady, cementing his career as the greatest quarterback of all time by winning without Billy B. Rodney Anderson with another nice run. He's had some good games, some good gains at good times for the Bengals. Tyreke Smith, there he is, rookie Tyreke Smith, number 94. He was number 11 at Ohio State. They're not allowed to have those numbers for defensive players at that position. Actually, no defensive players can be in the teens. Only quarterbacks, kickers, and wide receivers can be in the teens. Right side, it's caught. Uzama, he's got the first down right there, right in front of Joseph. So a couple of first downs strung together now, and the Bengals are driving here up to the 36-yard line. Across the middle again, he's got his man. That is Tyler Boyd. He made Denzel Ward miss, and then he is ripped down by a group of Browns defenders. Call it a gain of 6 for Tyler Boyd. Again, the number 1 receiver here in Cincinnati now. Play action. Myles Garrett almost knocks the ball out of the air. They do get the ball away to A.J. Green on the left side. Joe Burrow now 15 of 20 for 99 yards. Again, as a lot of his throws have been checkdowns here so far. Left side, ripped down immediately. Mack Wilson there. You can see Mack Wilson did pick up the superstar over the course of the simmed season as well. So that would be huge if Mack Wilson could play that well. And honestly, if Jacob Phillips could play that well, that would be a really big reason why the Browns would make it to the Super Bowl in 2020, is if both those guys did what they did here in our sim. Tyreke Smith again, he'll be in about half the time. Dunlop will be in about half the time there. Just depending on formation and kind of the appropriate, if it's a passing down, it's more the slightly faster Smith will be in than Dunlop. So, but they both will play. Same thing with Billings and Malik Jackson, sort of interchangeable, and even Jordan Elliott has a couple of formations that he's going to be in on, just again to try to spread out some of the reps. Little blitz up the middle, but Phillips is picked up, and then finally he's got him again. It's Ogunjobi, second sack for him, second sack for the Browns. Larry Ogunjobi showing that he was worth every bit of that multi-million-dollar contract that he received in the offseason, just beaten up there on rookie center Tyler Linderbaum, again out of the University of Iowa, who was their first pick in the second round, because again they traded their first round pick to us. Actually, we had their first round pick and we took Wyatt Davis. We traded Adrian Claiborne and some draft picks to them for that first round pick. So Colquitt punts it again after they stall. This ball goes out of bounds at the 11. 89 yards upcoming. Let's try to get some offense. I mean, the Browns offense feels like they've played a pretty good game. They've been very efficient, but they only have scored 10 points on offense. Again, with Greedy Williams having that pick 6. So I'd like to see the offense get going a little bit here. Try to get some momentum going into the meat of the season. There's Chubb left side in the middle. Nice play there. Goes up the middle. Just veered a little bit left. Nice run. Call it a gain of 8 on first down, and he is cooking with gas right now, is Nick Chubb. Back to pass. Baker zips it across. He's got Beckham. Beckham's got a step. He's to the 50, 40. They're not going to catch him. 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, OBJ. Just like that, Browns answer with a huge offensive strike from Baker to Beckham. What a play there. Look at this. Caught that slant right between Bell and Jackson, and then nobody is going to catch OBJ. Huge Jets there. All the way to the house for Odell Beckham Jr. What a catch. Look at that catch right there between Alexander, and Von Bell. And everybody chasing him down. Do a little dance. OBJ in the end zone. Nice touchdown. Yes, you're right, kid. It did look a lot like the slant that he took to the house against the Jets in that Monday night game. At the beginning of 2019, back when we all thought Freddie Kitchens was still good at his job. What a play there by OBJ. Woo! Woo, and just like that, Browns are up 24-0. I was asking for the offense to get going a little bit. They responded nicely there. Cyber kicking the ball away. Darius Phillips from about 7 yards deep will just go ahead and take a knee. Joe Burrow back out on the field again. You feel a little bad for him. Bengals are down to their third running back. Right there is Rodney Anderson. He is the third running back, on only remaining running back on this roster other than fullback Trey Madden, as both Boston Scott and Joe Mixon were injured and have not returned yet. So again, and they haven't flashed up what the injury is or the severity of that injury yet. Nice play there. Jacob Phillips ripped him down. No yards on the gain there. Middle linebacker Jacob Phillips just swarmed in and took him down. Burrow now back to pass. Come on, Miles. Got him again. Knocked down in the middle. That's Malik Jackson, the other defensive tackle next to Ogunjobi on passing downs. And he got in there and he ripped down Joe Burrow. What a play there by Malik Jackson. So again, he and Carlos Dunlap were the only two free agent signings other than re-signing 5 of our own unrestricted free agents. So a third and very long here, 3rd and 18 from the Browns. There he is. Come on, Miles. Get around that corner. Missed it. He had him over the middle. It wouldn't have gotten very far, but he did miss him. Started to hear some footsteps there. And yes, agree, the D-line rotation is working. That was one of the other things now that we're in franchise mode. I messed around with some of the auto subs so that we'll always be able to get some fresh defensive linemen into the game. And that time it seemed to work as well. Malik Jackson checking in after Billings was in and sacking the quarterback. So Colquitt punts it again. DPJ calls for a fair catch at the 35-yard line. Donovan Peoples-Jones now in his 2nd season. Look at that big Jets win over the Panthers. There's Nick Chubb, 15 carries for $115. Great first week performance. Love to see him get in the end zone if possible here. I formation, double tight end, Beckham by himself at the bottom of your screen. Baker turns around and gives to Chubb. He follows Janovic right up the middle. He's through the hole. He's got about 6 on first down, maybe 7 yards. 2nd and 3 now upcoming. Here's this 13 personnel, but out of the shotgun. We haven't seen this yet this year. This is a new formation for the playbook. They're going to turn around. They're going to give it to Chubb. He gets caught up at the hole, but he's going to fall forward for what ended up being a 7-yard gain in the first down. Looked like he was a little bit stuck there at the beginning, but he was able to get through. First down, Nick Chubb. Baker right side. He's got it. It's Hooper across midfield. Call it a gain of 2 for Hoop. I think that's just his first, maybe second catch of the day. Yep, second catch of the day for Hooper. Such an important part of that Browns offense last year. Again, that got to the Super Bowl and lost in overtime 33-27 to the now luckily retired Tom Brady. So we won't have to deal with him. It kind of was an interesting changing of the guard over the last 2 years in the Sims. We lost Breeze, we lost Rivers, we lost Brady, we lost Roethlisberger. Aaron Rodgers is still in the game, but a real kind of changing of the guard with some of those long-time journeyman quarterbacks who've been fixtures for a long time. Fitzpatrick is gone. Ryan Tannehill's still here. Again, Aaron Rodgers, of course, still there as well in Green Bay. 13 personnel again on a 3rd and 1. They're going to give it to Hunt. He's going to go right up the middle. He's going to push his way for the first down. So up. Oh, no. Now we have our injury, and he's holding that right knee. Kareem Hunt is. That's not good. Again, now that we're in franchise mode for the sim, all these injuries could carry over and last for a while. Looks like maybe they're just stretching him out a little bit, assessing what's going on with that left knee. Kareem Hunt on the bench. There's Stefanski looking back onto the field. Hooper on the left side of the line, I formation behind Baker. Going to put Beckham in motion. Fake the jet sweep, give it to Chubb, who runs right into the safety Bates, who was blitzing from that left side of the defense. He got right in there, call it a very fancy looking gain of 1. Baker now, empty backfield, goes zips it right across the middle. That looks like Njoku, I think. Nice play there, David Njoku, a 3rd and 2 upcoming. Over 200 yards now passing. Again, probably 75 of it was on that one touchdown to OBJ. So there's Njoku there getting into the offense. Again, we have the ability to formation sub, so Njoku will be in there a couple times instead of Hooper.
a couple times with Hooper. The same thing with some wide receiver. We got DPJ and Bateman in a few as well, and obviously Higgins in a few. 13 personnel again from the shotgun. They're going to turn around. They're going to give a delayed handoff to Chubb. He's going to be short. Thought he had it. He got tripped up. Thought he was going to be able to fall forward. Call it a gain of 2 and almost 3, but he needed it a little bit more. So 4th and inches now upcoming. Look, Batonio, you can see on that trap was coming around, was pulling around, which again, not necessarily in scheme for this zone. Good block actually there from Njoku on Gregory, but they're going to have to settle here for this long field goal. Call it 45. Kick is up from Seibert. This time the kick is pure, coming from that wind-aided side. The north side of the stadium facing downtown Cincinnati. If you're familiar with Paul Brown Stadium, of course the south end faces the river in Kentucky. Nice stadium. I've been there a couple times. Got a friend who's a big Bengals fan, so I'll go to some Browns-Bengals games down at Paul Brown Stadium. It's a nice stadium. Got a couple cool tailgating spots. Real close to the stadium. Nice little walk-in. So 27-0 now, 46 seconds to play in the third quarter. All Browns here in the opener. Again, feel bad for the Bengals on about the first or second play of the game. Turning into a star running back, Joe Mixon hurt himself, and then second stringer Boston Scott hurts himself as well. There's Malik Jackson tackling the runner Rodney Anderson, again, who is the third running back on the depth chart, and he has gotten the majority of the carries here. They go quickly left side to Green. He's going to make one man miss, but he goes backwards in the process. They're going to get a gain of no yards, and that's the end of the third quarter. Again, a lot of short little passes today from Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense, and that one just an ill-advised juke away from the first down. Actually losing yards there. And Greedy Williams made a nice tackle. So 3rd and 10, Burrow out of the shotgun. They're only rushing 3 right side. Ripped away there, Denzel Ward. Nice play in front of Olden Tate, I think, is number 19. Auden, A-U-D-E-N, Auden Tate. You can see he's got the captain there because he is a special teams dynamo, but I think he's the 3rd or 4th receiver on this roster as well. And look at Ward just come right around, no pass interference. Great play just to swat that thing right out of there. Great play there by Denzel Ward. Colquitt on to punt again. Oh, 4th and 10. They're going to go for it from their own 25. What is happening? Browns only rush 3. Burrow with lots of time. He's got him. Tyreke Smith. His first NFL sack there by the rookie Tyreke Smith from Ohio State. What a play, and the Browns are going to get the ball at the 18-yard line. Gutsy decision by Zach Taylor to go for the 4th and 10. And what a play there. Tyreke Smith, huge. They were rushing 3. So great coverage in the back end, and Burrow held the ball too long. Hooper now in motion. Janovic in front of Chubb. Turn around, give the ball to Chubb. He's got the left side. He's going to break a tackle. He's up to the 10. And now he's a little hurt. Holding that chest, it looks like. Haven't seen Hunt back in the game, so this is too many running back injuries too soon. Where is he going? Into the locker room. Uh-oh. Let's keep an eye on this. That ain't good. A lot of injuries so far in this game, and injuries aren't even turned up that high. That was one of the things to make it more realistic. They're turned down to like 40. So maybe it won't be too serious. We'll find out. Baker, right side, back of the end zone. No, he dropped it. Landry was there. It was right in his hands. I think maybe he thought maybe he was out of bounds and didn't want to catch it. 3rd and 2, a pistol. We haven't seen the pistol yet. It is Kareem Hunt in the game, so his injury clearly not serious. Oh, first down to Hooper. Hooper. That's all he does is catch first downs. Down to the 6 now. So 1st and goal from the 6. Again, the Browns have struggled real close to the end zone here. Let's try to score here from the 6. Very safe route there. Let's good look at 55. Wyatt Davis in the middle. Austin Hooper, what a great pickup last year from Andrew Berry. Get Jacob Phillips already showing some leadership over on that sideline. He's going to be a great player in the middle of this Browns defense for hopefully a long time. Speaking of contracts, they did pick up the 5th-year option on Denzel Ward and Baker Mayfield. Did he get in? He got in! Hunt for the touchdown! Kareem Hunt! Nice play there. Throws the ball into the stands. The Browns are obviously going to win this game, but now they're going to win this game a lot more comfortably. Look at J.C. Treader just blowing people up in the middle there. Watch 64 here. Just get out of the way, Alex Ogletree. And then broken tackle, a visual, and that's what got across the line. Touchdown, Browns. But everybody's waiting to see the extent of the Chubb injury. We'll see what happens. He did go into the locker room. So they got the ball on the 18 after the sack on 4th and 10, and they took just a couple of plays to get into the end zone. There's Alec Ogletree. Zach Taylor coming over, looking at the tablet with him about what's going on out there, as the Browns just imposing their will here. Seibert going to kick the ball away. We're at 13:59 to go in the 4th quarter here. Browns again in complete control. There's Mack Wilson again with a nice tackle. Joe Burrow back out onto the field. Let's look at the stats there of that Patriots game at the bottom. Pat Mahomes, 314 yards, 3 TDs. Again, if you missed our offseason videos, Pat Mahomes signed to the Patriots because the Chiefs couldn't figure out a way to re-sign him. They had themselves in too much of a cap hell and couldn't get it done. So they're rolling with rookie Jamie Newman out of Georgia. Handoff delayed to, looks like Boston Scott back in the game, so his injury clearly wasn't very serious as he's back in the game. And Carlos Dunlop meets him very aggressively in the backfield there, Boston Scott. Again, the kind of the dink and dunk passing had worked. I'm not sure why they don't go back to it, because clearly the Browns' run defense is dialed in right now. Again, Bengals defense just completely flummoxed over there on that sideline, as the Browns have had their way running and passing the football with them again. 34-0. That's pretty obvious. Shotgun for Joe Burrow, 2nd and 12. He's going to go right side. It's tipped. It's bouncing around. It's going to finally fall to the turf. I thought maybe somebody was going to pick it off. That ball bounced around a bunch of very quick slant to A.J. Green that was dropped and then juggled around. About 5 different guys had a chance to catch it. Lofts it right side, caught and then ripped out of his hands. Nice play there, Carl Joseph. Again, A.J. Green went up, he had 4 Browns around him. Burrow put it too high. Watch as it goes up in the air. He makes the catch, and then look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4 Browns. Jacob Phillips goes high over the top, but nicely ripped away by Carl Joseph. Again, frustrations on that Bengals sideline. Not going to go for it again here on 4th and long. They're going to punt it away again, and the Browns just need to throw this thing into chew clock mode and get us home in one piece. Next week, the Browns will play the Denver Broncos and their rookie quarterback, Justin Fields. That's going to be a really fun game. Look at Baker, so efficient, 15 of 18 for 205 and 2 touchdowns today. And at least 1 or 2 of those incompletions was a drop. Double tight end, 2 receivers, and Hunt in the backfield there, single back. They're going to turn around, give the ball to Kareem Hunt. He's going to go right side. He's going to be taken down there by Randy Gregory. Call it a gain of 2. 196 yards rushing as a team for the Browns. Double tight end and Janovic in the game, so lots of meat. Snapping the ball with about 4 or 5 seconds left on the play clock. Running right side again for another 4 does Kareem Hunt. Turn around again, give it to Kareem Hunt up the middle. Up looks like a hold though, as he goes right up the middle. He's ripped down. Calling on a hold.
Holding offense.
Holding on the offense, and his Treader right in the middle. That's why the hole was so big, I guess. All right, here's the 13 personnel now on 3rd and 13. They're going to go play action out of it. Tight ends all over the field. Throw it away, Bakes! It's going to get knocked down. 3rd sack of the game for Randy Gregory. And again, Baker taking that one was the first one that was on Baker. The other ones were not necessarily on Baker, but that one I feel like he should have gotten rid of the ball. He had plenty of time, spun around oddly, and then taken to the ground. Unfortunately, there is his play action. Is Keontae Ingram, third round pick for us from Texas, who is the third running back there, number 36. So ill-advised sack. Browns go backwards, and with 10:55, they're going to punt the ball back. Nice punt there by Gillen, taken and tackled immediately. Good coverage there. 25. That's rookie Hamza Nasiruddin from Florida State, backup strong safety behind Carl Joseph, and he put a licking on him there. Hey, look at there. Buccaneers beat the Cowboys with rookie quarterback Brock Purdy, who is the replacement for Tom Brady. Burrow across the middle. It's caught by Tate this time. He's got a first down right in front of Denzel Ward, who takes him down right away there. 10-13, clock running. Bengals just trying to get some momentum positively for their offense. There's Uzama in the middle on the check down. He's going to get about 8. Call it 9. Bunch formation to the left side. Boston Scott still the running back again, the second running back after still not have seen Joe Mixon come back. He's going to go to Scott, and Scott is hit hard on contact there. Grant Delpit, nice play there. First time we really called Grant Delpit's name today. 3rd and 1. Burrow under center. He's going to go 5-step drop. Browns are blitzing. He's going to go across the middle. Incomplete. He had him, but he heard the footsteps on that blitz, and he got rid of the ball just a little bit quicker than I think that he wanted to. Did Joe Burrow. 4th and 1 from midfield. I'm assuming they're going to go for this. Look at that. He had the receiver, just overthrew him a little bit. It's not Randy Gregory's fault. He's had a really good game. That was a good free agent pickup for the Bengals. He's got 3 sacks already in this game. Up, 4th and 1 from midfield. Now they're going to punt. Weird. Not sure why he wouldn't have gone for it there. Coffin corner out of bounds at the 24, so not a great punt there for Dustin Colquitt. Of course, the brother of former Browns punter Britton Colquitt, famous punting brothers from the University of Tennessee. Both left-footed too, I think. All right, bunch formation on either side. We got 2 tight wing kind of thing. They stretch it to the right side to Hunt. He's going to get 1 yard. But this is all about the clock now. Just bleed this thing out. Get out of here. No more injuries. Over 200 yards rushing for the Browns as a team. That's nice. Left side, it's Beckham. First down over the 40-yard line to the 41. Beckham's had a nice game. His 5th catch. He's obviously over 100 yards, and 2 of the only 2 touchdowns receiving are both to him. So great start to the year for Beckham. But again, right now this is just about the clock running out. Browns very securely with this first win of the 2021 season. Again, if you missed our schedule preview, some really tough games. They play the NFC North and the AFC West. So that means, of course, the Chiefs, the Raiders, the Broncos, and the... Why am I blanking out on the last team in the West? Colts. Gosh, weird. No, they're in the South. Why can't I think of the other team in the West? Chargers. Gosh, man, that was weird. I was freaking out for a second. So we'll play all those teams. We'll play the NFC North, so Bears, Vikings, Lions, and Packers. So that'll be fun. And then I can't remember who are 2 like evenly matched from other divisions. I think we maybe play the Bills from the AFC East, and somebody else have to figure it out. But more importantly, the Browns have 6 primetime games. So 3 Monday nighters, including right now. 3 Sunday nighters as well. So it's a lot of primetime games, which in the past has not been great for them. We'll see. So far, clearly tonight, it has not been a problem. Baker out of the shotgun on 3rd and 9. They're going to turn around and give it to Hunt. He's going to go right side. He's going to get ripped down. So got about 3 minutes off of the clock there. Trey Waynes with the tackle. Browns will punt it away here, I assume, from about midfield. Call it the 43. Well, the Browns here. So very successful week 1 for Kevin Stefanski's Browns. I like the new playbook. It really fits the scheme as best we could. Again, if you missed it at the beginning, we did change from Minnesota's playbook to San Francisco's playbook after some experimenting with different playbooks. as sort of the modern godfather of the zone run scheme in terms of what Madden is concerned is Kyle Shanahan. They had the most outside and inside zone run schemes, not quite as many shotgun formations, and more 2 and 3 tight end and fullback formations as well. So I think it's going to be a little bit closer to maybe what we'll see. Again, Minnesota's playbook is primarily based on the offense that they ran, because Stefanski only ran the offense for 3 games before the 2020 game came out, which is the 2019 season and all that stuff. Anyway, that being said, San Francisco's playbook, it's looked well. It's worked well. Miles almost got him ripped down. That's going to be a face mask on Garrett Horsecollar to bring him down there. Miles ripped around that right side and drilled Burrow on contact. And yep, that one was pretty obvious. Face mask there. First down to the 44. Browns, let's pitch the shutout here. Come on now. Zach Taylor now in his 3rd season coaching.
You can't block me.
You can't block me. I hope that's Miles. Let's go. Right side, caught. First down on a slant to Odin Tate. There across the middle. Clock under 5 minutes now. First down, Bengals at the 45 of Cleveland. Right side, checking it down to Boston Scott. He's going to be tackled very quickly there. Kevin Johnson, slot corner, who also received an extension in the offseason, re-signed him to a nice 3-year deal as our slot corner. And he's played a good, he earned it definitely, and he's played a good game again here today. Nice tackle there again by Kevin Johnson. Right on cue. 3rd and 9, we're under 4 minutes. That's already the 6th catch out of the backfield for Rodney Anderson. Again, the 3rd running back on the depth chart when the game started. Obviously, I think things would have been a little bit different had Mixon not gotten injured for the Bengals early on, but I think they would have probably lost regardless here. The Browns just seem to be too overmatched. They got better from already a really good roster, and it looks like the Bengals actually got a little bit worse from already having a really good roster, from having a roster last year. Some of their other additions that we haven't seen today, Marcus Golden, outside linebacker. We've seen Ogletree. They got Terrell Lewis from Alabama, 2nd or 3rd year player, is also an outside linebacker for them. Their rookies this year, along with Linderbaum, who you saw kick is up, kick is short from Greg DeLeg. Other rookies, they have a tight end named Jordan Davis from Louisville. They have a middle linebacker from NC State named Isaiah Moore. They have a receiver, 6'6", 193, TJ Vasher from Texas Tech. Their backup quarterback is a rookie from Memphis, Brady White. And then they also have Otis Reese from Ole Miss. It was a sneaky safety pick for them. He backs up Jesse Bates. So that's the only rookies that made their roster. Now, you know, again, you can watch my draft video if you want to see who all their picks were, and then obviously which ones may have gotten cut. Hunt up the middle, down to 3 minutes and counting to midfield. He's got 11 carries, 54 yards again. Chubb went out holding his wrist to the locker room. We have not seen the extent of that. We will check at the end of the game before I stop the broadcast so we can see sort of the extent of Chubb's injury. But Hunt carrying that ball with both hands. He goes left side on that zone scheme there. First down. We're going to get this thing down to the 2-minute warning. Just a big, big win here today for the Browns. Played extremely well on both sides of the ball. And this is a talented roster. And again, we said it at the beginning, Super Bowl or bust for this team. After losing in overtime, again, Baker Mayfield throwing that pick 6 against the Buccaneers in overtime. Just absolute heartbreak of a way to end. Again, after Tom Brady led a 99-yard touchdown drive. Kind of the drive 2.0 for us. But we're going to try to use it as motivation to get ourselves back there and win. This time, probably won't be against the Buccaneers, as Brady has retired and all those other one-year mega deals they made to basically buy themselves a championship, which worked because they did. Have moved on, so they're going to be a much different team, I think. Still have talented players for sure, don't get me wrong, but I don't think they're going to be as good. Hunt to the right side. He's up to 69 yards, and we're going to be down under a minute here. Still running the football, 3rd and 6. Get this thing under 40, and then they will not have to snap it, or they will not have to do anything other than, there's a first down though. They're going to go get the first down, and that's going to be it. They don't have to run another play. Hooper with his fourth catch, across the middle there for a first down. So a little insult to injury. Nice play there on that drag route from left to right from Austin Hooper. Looks like Higgins was also open on that flag route, or that play on the right side. They don't need to run another play. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Browns are 1-0. They come into Cincinnati, and they have a really, really nice game here on Monday Night Football in Week 1 of the 2021 season. Again, if you missed any of the offseason, we did recap all of it. We recapped free agency. We recapped the draft. We showed the draft for 3 rounds live. If you want to go back and watch that, you can. Or you can just watch the draft recap video. And then we also did a schedule release video. All of those are on the channel, and you can check them out. But just a dominant performance today from Cleveland. Joe Burrow, now in his second year. He's going to have brighter days. Again, tough to play when your best running back and one of your best players on your team goes out on the first play, and then your second running back gets hurt as well. Obviously, that affects the game plan, and then anytime you go down 2-3 scores quickly, that affects the game plan as well. So let's take a quick look at the stats. Here, Browns 416 to 154. Dominant performance there. Still not over 50% on third downs. Like to see that one. But that red zone percentage, that's huge as well. Nice time of possession, 34-6, about where we want it to be here in Cleveland. For the players today, Joe Burrow was 24 of 35 for $140. Again, in that interception. Baker, very efficient. Look at that rating, 147.9. He was 17 to 20 for 230 and 2 touchdowns for Baker Mayfield there. Again, he was sacked, I think, 5 times. We'll have to check that in the defensive stats of the other team. Running the ball, Nick Chubb, again, we'll find out the extent of the injury. 21 for 146, he was very good. Hunt was also good, 14 for 69. He had the rushing touchdown. There's Keontae Ingram. We saw him get 1 carry, Janovic with 1, and Beckham had one of those backwards passes that looked like a pass but was actually a run. So Boston Scott did lead with 8 carries. There is Rodney Anderson, the third-year player who came in. There's Trey Madden, the fullback. And then, of course, Joe Mixon. Will check and see how badly his injury is as well. Receiving the ball today, Rodney Anderson did lead his team with 6 catches, again, for 15 yards. Look at these averages, none of them very large at all. Uzama and Josh Dotson, the only ones with double-digit averages today. For the Browns, Beckham, big play today for him. Of course, that big, long touchdown, 5 for 127. But other than that, they didn't really need to throw the ball much. Hooper with 4, Bateman, the rookie, with 2, Higgins with 2, Landry with 2, Njoku and Chubb each with 1, and Kareem Hunt, no catches actually today. But that long of 80, that 80-yard touchdown for Beckham was huge and a lot of fun to watch. Blocking we don't really care about. Tackles, Jesse Bates led the team. Tackles, and they did add 4 sacks, so 3 of them for Randy Gregory and 1 for Jesse Bates. For the Browns on defense, 9 tackles for Wilson, 8 for Phillips. There's 6 for Paulson Adebo, the rookie. Tyreke Smith, the rookie, with 5 tackles, 5 for Ogunjobi, 5 for Greedy. We'll go ahead and go all the way down here so you can see them. Thomas Graham, he's another one of our rookies. Quarterback out of Oregon. We took him in the 4th round. There's Jordan Elliott. Dijman Corbett. So there we go. That's the tackling today. TFL's 2 for Tyreke Smith. Sacks today, 2 for Larry O, 1 for Tyreke Smith, 1 for Dunlap, and 1 for Malik. So both right there of our free agents. And they're, of course, Greedy with the 84-yard pick 6. Some pass deflections as well. No forced fumbles or fumble recoveries. Seibert, again, missed that very first field goal. He was 2 for 3 with a long of 485. Gillen, 3 punts for 100 with a 50 average, which is nice. Nice net of 43. And Peoples-Jones returned some kicks. So that's it for the stats. Again, if you want to hang with me for a minute, we will finish this week out and see how bad the injuries are to Nick Chubb specifically, who did go out And then if you're curious Bengal fans, I can find out how long Mixon will be out as well. So we're going to find it out together. I'm going to go ahead and auto upgrade all the... Actually, I'll do those later. You don't need to watch me do this stuff. Yes, important play. Come on, be nice to me. Okay, only 3 weeks for broken ribs. So Nick Chubb, and there you can see there's our other one of our other rookies, Hamilcar Rashid. He will be out for 1 more week. So Nick Chubb, broken ribs. We can deal with broken ribs for 3 weeks. So we survived that one there. So thanks so much for watching. This has been Nagy on Sports. Browns with a nice 1-0 start there. You can see the next 5 weeks in succession. They're going to go play at home against the Broncos next week. Justin Fields, rookie quarterback, coming into town. Then we get Josh Allen and the Bills. Then we get week 4 already. Again, we're going to wrap up the series with the Bengals already on week 4, and then we go to Lambeau Field in week 5. So we'll check out the rest of those. So thank you so much for watching. Browns are 1-0. Again, I told you I'm going to go away for a couple days for a little vacation, so it'll probably be like Wednesday when we get to the next one. But then we'll start cranking them out here. Yes, I will check on Mixon. Thank you. Question in the comments. And Mixon tore his shoulder, and he's going to be out for 4 weeks, so it must not be a very aggressive shoulder tear. So it looks like he might not be back when we play them again, but Nick Chubb might be back when we play them. So that's where we are. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you next time on Nagy on Sports. As always, go Browns!